Hello, it's another edition of questions and answers. How you been? All right? That's good. Well, yeah. What's the first question?
The first question, Johnny, is would you only wear a chakra necklace when you feel out of balance?
It's interesting you should ask that because I'm actually holding a chakra balancer right here. Very nice thing. It's basically clear quartz with a stone for each chakra. Now what a balancer does is it makes sure that each chakra center is spinning at the right speed. Now that's only going to do you a lot of good. It's quite a subtle thing. When each chakra is going at the right speed, there's a sense of vital energy moving through us that's very healing. Now, if we're wearing the chakra balancer, it will help to promote that. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to balance our energy without a chakra balancer. It just helps the process. If we're involved in healing practices or any form of energy exchange, we will find that our system goes out of balance, and it's part of a natural process. For example, if you're healing somebody that has been through a lot of emotional trauma, then you're going to be using a lot of heart energy, and that will cause your heart energy gateway, your chakra, to spin faster and open up so that you can help them in that way. Now, you could class that as an off balance because your chakra is spinning faster than it normally would in a rested position. We don't tend to class that as off balance though, because it's all part of a mechanism of healing. We would class it as an off balance if your heart chakra remained open after the healing had finished and you were going about your daily business. If your heart chakra was still open as it was in the healing, that would be classed as an off balance. You'd be tapping into all the energy around you, good and negative. You'd be feeling very drained by the end of the day. You would go into natural sleep patterns at the end of the day, and by the morning your heart chakra should be going at the right speed again, and it should be closed down and in alignment with the rest of your spiritual system. So for half of the day after the healing, you would be out of balance. Okay, a balancer will just simply help you to get back to that point of balance. It's never going to do you any harm. It's something that you should be able to do without the balancer, but it's just going to help you. Okay, so staying balanced with each chakra spinning at the right speed and connecting together, creating the Appian way through you that creates a strong flow of vital energy that heals you as well as the people around you. That can only be good. So you can wear it all day long, and you can also wear it when you're healing as well. That's absolutely fine. Okay, hope that answers that question. What's the next question, Ria?
What does off balance feel like in each chakra point so I can recognise and correct it?
That's a good question, isn't it? So what we could do is go through each chakra, and I could give you a brief explanation of how you would feel if each center was out. Okay, one at a time. So if your grounding chakra and your root chakra are out, if we consider them to be one energy center, if you think of yourself as sitting down cross-legged, so that your grounding chakra, which it floats between your feet, and your root chakra, which is the base of your spine, are actually touching and they're one thing. That's probably a way of simplifying it. If it's spinning too fast, if those centers are spinning too fast and we're too grounded, we will be very protected energetically. Our energy will be really close and connected to the ground, connected to the meridian force. But on an emotional level, if we're too grounded, we'll feel distant from our spiritual sides and distant from our empathic sides. We may feel a loss of compassion for those around us. We may feel distant emotionally from everything around us. So too much grounding will cause that sort of distance from our compassionate, empathic sides. Okay, so the next chakra up is the sacral chakra. If that's got too much energy and it's spinning too fast, we'll feel quite emotional. We'll feel also quite aggravated, like we've got a short fuse. We might even feel really quite angry. If there's too much energy and it's going too fast, that's how you're going to feel. The sacral chakra is one energy center that everyone seems to struggle with. We find it hard to regulate our moods, and when we find it hard, it's that center that's going out of balance. Okay, so the next chakra up is solar plexus. Solar plexus connects us with the center of the sun. It's the source of vital energy that moves through us. It actually draws energy down through from the crown and pushes it towards the grounding. If the solar plexus chakra isn't working quite right, it's going too fast or too slow, we're going to feel very drained. We're going to feel a sense of a lack of drive in our lives. Okay, so that solar plexus is very important. Moving up to heart chakra, so important with regards to empathic connection with those around us. It is the center of empathy, compassion, reaching out and making connections. If heart chakra is closed or spinning too slowly, then we're going to feel a complete lack of connection with those around us, which can result in a sense of being quite sad or maybe even depressed. Heart chakra being too open will drain us because we're going to be giving too much of ourselves to those around us. So it has to be going at the right speed. Okay, throat chakra, interesting one. When this is not spinning at the right speed, we may feel like we want to keep our emotions and our internal world inside and not voice our opinion. When this happens, it causes subtle blocks within us that build up over time. So throat chakra spinning at the right speed is very important so that we can speak our truth. And when we speak our truth, we start to find a sense of equilibrium with those around us. Very important, throat chakra. Okay, next one up, third eye chakra. If it's out of balance, let's say it's spinning too fast and there's too much energy, then in a normal waking state, we may feel as though we're in a bit of a dream world. We may find it hard to differentiate between what's really happening and our life of illusion, what's happening inside our minds. If it's going a little too fast in meditation, it's not too bad because it just helps visions to come in and higher guidance. But if it's off balance in our normal waking state and our day-to-day life, then yeah, it can create confusion. So it needs to be going at the right speed. Okay. And lastly, but not leastly, crown chakra, right on the top of the head. That is a very important connection to spirit or source. If it's too open, then we may feel a complete disconnection with the physical plane and a loss of direction. We may feel as though we're literally away with the fairies. If it's too closed, then we'll feel a disconnection from source, and once again that brings us down to a lack of purpose. So right opening for crown is absolutely essential. Okay, if you consider that our chakras are like water wheels, only for energy, and the energy comes in through the crown and it goes through all of the system, weaving through right down to the grounding chakra. And from the meridian point of view, from the energy that comes from the earth, the meridian weaves back up through this chakra system and out through the crown. So we have this interlacing system of figure of eights that go throughout the body. If each chakra center is going at the right speed, it creates what's called the silver cord, and that promotes a great sense of physical well-being, but also spiritual. So essential all around for us to be balanced like that energetically. Okay, we can, through having this knowledge and knowing what each chakra center feels like when it's out of kilter, when it's off balance, we can then put it right. We can put it right with various oils. We have a whole set of chakra oils that we blended ourselves, and you literally put the oil on each chakra in order to balance it, or you could use a specific crystal that can balance each chakra. Or once again, you could try wearing a chakra balancer all the time to create this real nice gentle flow of energy, not too much, not too little, throughout the whole of the energetic body. Okay, I hope that answers those specific questions. Maria, is there something that you would say, you would do in order to balance your chakra centers?
So there's a few exercises you can do to help balance your chakra energy. We call this tapping, we call it energy medicine. Now, if you skip back to the last how-to video with me and Vicky, we did go through a few exercises which you could work into your daily routine in order to keep your meridian energy and your chakras in check. But there's one more which I'd like to add to that, which really just helps keep the crossover flow of energy coming up through your body and helping reduce the risk of blockages throughout your chakras. and we call this the Celtic weave. So it's really good after you've done your taps and the rest of the exercises which I went through in the last video, to finish on this one, just to really help encourage the energy to crisscross up your body. So what you want to do is you want to activate your hand chakras and get the energy flowing, and then we bring it to the sides of the head, and you're just sensing your own energy field as well. And remember to keep breathing nice deep breaths, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and then you bring it up and then shake it down. And it's as simple as that. Your body absolutely loves this system, it absolutely loves this exercise. You can do it as many times as you feel necessary. You can do it once, you can do it 5 times, completely up to you.
Okay, thank you, Ria, that was fantastic. That's another thing to do in order to balance your internal meridian energy and the energy moving through your chakra system. That brings us to the end of our questions and answers this month. It's all been energy based, hasn't it? This month, Ria.
It has.
It's all about energy. See you next time.